We're live. Welcome to the Winner's Circle, where we highlight athletes from the 2022 Florida Pro, Florida State Natural. Today's hosts are Sammy Joe and Darrell Devor. Hello, everybody. Welcome to this episode of the Winner's Circle. We have a very special guest. We have Jennifer Nutter, and we have Darrell co-hosting. Darrell is the promoter, of course, of the Florida Pro. Anyway, this is going to be a great episode. I want to first of all congratulate Jennifer. Oh, hold on. Let me mute her.
Wait, I can.
She has two devices going. There we go.
Yeah.
I want to congratulate her for her big win up at the USBF Show Me State Classic. Amazing job up there. But right now I'm going to go ahead and bring Darrell and Jennifer in and let them take over. Here we go. She's sideways right now. But Darrell, I'm going to go ahead and bring you in. There we go. That's better. We can just leave it like that.
Hello.
Hello, you guys.
Good morning.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning. Good morning.
All right. Well, hey, we're super excited, Jennifer, to have you on. Obviously, you were at the Florida Pro this year as one of the contestants in Pro Bikini. We kind of met on social media and kept in touch all the way up until the show and after. And I thought it would be fantastic after your first big pro win to have you on the Winner's Circle and just get to know a little bit more about you and who you are and what you do, and just give us a little introduction.
All right. Well, first of all, I want to thank both you guys for inviting me and being part of the Winner's Circle. I can't thank you enough. Darrell, especially, you've done beyond more than most promoters, and just being athletic, staying supportive before, during, and even after your show. So thank you. Thank you, Sammy, for having me part of your podcast.
Absolutely.
So, I just turned 39 Monday. So just had my 39th birthday. I'm a mom, wife. I help run the Complete Fencing. We have our own fencing company with my husband and I. So that kind of keeps me really busy. And then bodybuilding, this passion that I absolutely love, training, seeing what the body does, and just foremost, mom and wife for the most important part. And then training and this bodybuilding is what I grown to love and found a passion for it in my life, and just inspiring others through my own journey has been amazing opportunity and a blessing. So yeah.
Well, Sammy's just is flashing up a couple of pictures there, and it looked like you were there with the family in a shot, and it looked like hubby is no slouch in the competition realm either. So Tell us a little bit about that.
So he has always been in the gym for years. And he actually inspired me once I met Misty for the first time as I was working at Victoria's Secret, actually. So between those two, he actually started competing 2 years ago. He said I kind of inspired him to actually take his training and start competing. So we did our first NPC show together 2 years ago, and that was one of the best memories. And to share show day with him was an awesome just memory and opportunity. And he has done more and grown. And this year we prepped. He did 2 shows, and it was his longest prep. He usually does 1, so it was his longest prep this year. And I joined him, and for the first time, both our
Well, that was going to be my first question to that.
Yeah.
because me and my wife Holly have done 3 show preps together.
Yes.
How did that work out in the good old Nutter household with both of you being in prep at the same time?
Yes. Not too bad at the beginning, but the longer we stayed in prep together and towards the end, and you want to do more each show. So it did get a little bit of some moments, but for the most part, we love supporting each other and just being able to be there. His last show, I did not participate. I didn't do the show, but I was there to be his backstage coach for the weekend. So that was actually really great opportunity and a moment to have for supporting him, having it be his show and all about him for the weekend. So I love that too. And I love being part of the show with him at the beginning of the year and have our kids be there to watch us both on stage for the first time.
Awesome.
So,
Awesome. Yeah, the story I tell is 9-1 was dialed.
Yeah.
The second one was not dialed, and we did sacrifice the timer and controller on the stove at one point, and I'll own that one. Prepping together, I found helps keep you a little bit more honest together.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It keeps you a little bit more on track, even as uncomfortable sometimes as it may get. Now, very quickly, you won your pro card when and at what show?
2020. I won my bikini pro card at the Keith Hunter show in St. Louis.
Okay.
So during COVID, there were still competitors showing up, but it was during COVID. In 2020, I won my bikini pro card at St. Louis with the IPE.
Awesome.
And then I went and did a sports model and angels category with the INBA, PNBA Federation, which I actually fell in love with both of them. Sports model, I adore and I love, and I just shine.
Great competition shot there she's got up.
Yeah, I got to do the Olympia that year, so it was just an awesome category, fun category. Probably one of my favorite ones besides bikinis. So for sure, I am definitely going to bring that back next year. I didn't get an opportunity to do it this year, but next year for sure, we're coming back.
Well, now that's a good segue to, I've heard a little rumor from you that you're very interested in possibly or probably starting a sports competition sportswear line for that particular division next year. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I first reached out and kind of looked and did the sports model, there's not a whole lot of out there for the particular style for the athletic and sportswear line. So I found there's a need out there, and then I was just waiting for another show or when I'm going to get back on stage to do the category, and I'm going to come up with my own sports line and hopefully have that offered to other ladies, because there's so many that's reached out to me when I did my
Awesome
model. So I know there's a need and it's fun. It's one of my hobbies. I love to shop, especially sportswear. I love cute outfits, cute colors, put together. So yes, I'm excited.
Well, that's awesome. You find a niche, you find a need, and there you go. You fill it.
That is perfect. That is amazing. Now really quick, I do have some footage, Darrell, from the Florida Pro, and that was one of the things I actually had put in the comments when I was making this post was you actually extended your season quite a ways, like what, 3 months or 4 months?
Yes.
That's tough, but I want to go ahead and run some of this from the Florida Pro, see if it brings back any memories or good feels for you. And you guys can talk while this video is playing. Here we go.
There she is. Well, and I think one of the funnest moments was meeting you at the elevator.
Yes.
You were actually shocked that I knew who you were. And it was so funny. I was there with me and my wife Holly were there, getting things set up, and we saw you get ready to get on the elevator. And that brief little interaction before everything got started, but you looked absolutely amazing on stage this June. You looked fantastic.
Yes, the stage, the competition, the pro athletes you got on that stage were stacked, and I was just honored to like be up there on stage and be able to compete with them. And like I said before, Darrell, you definitely went on and promoting and making sure all the athletes got judged fairly and had their time on stage. And to be able to watching,
You might her audio might be glitching out a little bit.
Oh, your audio was glitching out just a little bit, but I do want to say thank you. And listen, there wouldn't have been a Florida Pro without you guys. I always try to defer everything away from me and put it all back on the athletes, because without the athletes, there is no show. So thank you for the compliments, but I thank all of you guys and gals that came all that way, because you came from, let's see, what state do you reside in currently?
Missouri, yes. We came all the way from Missouri. That's one of the things I love to do, is travel, and then being able to do shows. Misty and I, we kind of pick shows to travel together because we love the road trip. We love flying. We love making memories outside of our hometown and doing competitions together. And Florida, we've never done a Florida show. So this was an awesome, amazing experience for the both of us. And
thank you.
Done a gay show before either, so I love it. Actually.
Oh well, that is high praise. Thank you so much. Now, let me go into a little bit about your season.
I just want to say that back pose is amazing.
Yeah, fantastic. Now, you after the Florida Pro, where did your season take you from there?
So after the Florida Pro, I knew we were going to take a couple of months off for vacation. I always do a couple of months during the year with family during the summer. And then we usually always start back up in fall. That's how I've been doing it for 3 years now, 3 seasons. We've done spring, take a couple months off, and then get back at fall. So I knew I wanted to do a fall show. I didn't know exactly which one. Honestly, cues. I knew my teammates were doing it, so it was kind of like, yeah, that would be great. I knew the competition. I knew who was going to be there. I actually wanted to see Sam and Lana and meet some of the new competitors. So it was on my radar, but was not like, oh, gun ho. So honestly, I'm really happy I did the show. A little, knowing who was going to be there, knowing Florida, we were going to come back. It was going to be a battle on that stage. So I had to really talk myself, Jen, you got this. You deserve it. You worked your butt off, and just go do you, believe in yourself, and just do it. So,
well, you should be pretty happy that you decided to do that show, because I believe you picked up your first pro win as a Pro Bikini competitor.
Yes, it's almost been 2 weeks, and honestly, it's just now done, like sinking in, where I'm like, okay, we just did that. And I was a little fearful, a little bit, to be honest with you. We did a whole new thing. I always come in too hard. I get the same feedbacks from the judges. So all season, I was just like, oh, I'm kind of like tired of hearing the same feedback. So I had to trust my coach, Misty. I had to trust, the process, what we were doing. We were bringing a whole different package, and no matter the outcome, I was proud with the package. We brought up more body percent fat. That's kind of opposite of normal competitors, but I had to come fuller. I had to bring in more body, percentage on that part. So I knew we did that all. I knew I put in the work. So I was happy and I was proud. I was ready to just have fun and enjoy the day.
Absolutely. Me and Sammy were both watching, and this was not, and Sammy can contest to this too, and whether you want to admit it and be self-deprecating or not, this was not a scrub lineup for your first pro win.
No. And
to
honestly,
say the least.
No, it's kind of like emotional actually, because I almost let my fear not do the show, because I knew how stacked the lineup was going to be actually. So something was just telling me, Jen, no, you have to do it. Something's telling me, no, do it. So I knew the the lineup was stacked. And you know what? I'm glad I did it because, dang, we did it. So
Absolutely. No, 100%. And you actually vindicated a couple of places above some girls that placed above you in June as well. So that shows the amount of work and time and effort that you put in also.
Yes. And I was like, okay, we're going to go against, because we went up against a couple in Florida. And I was just like, I was like, nope, we put in the work. We're bringing a different package, and dang it, let's do this. Let's see how the judges like. I was anxious to see the package that we worked so hard from June actually to September. So I was ready to display it, and I had fun up there. I loved it.
That's awesome. No, now I know Misty Weatherford. When you say Misty, that's Misty Weatherford, one of the goats of professional bikini out there. Is your coach?
Yes.
Now you do compete with a team as well, or is just Misty your coach?
So we train at Integrity Training Systems, and there is quite a handful of competitors that all do shows. So we all go and support each other. We all try to do some of the same shows, and it's more fun that way as the team. We brought home plenty of team awards before. Misty
Awesome.
Primarily all the training, and Debbie, the owner of the gym, she works with nutrition and like the meal plans for everyone. So it's kind of like a combo of everything. But Misty, she's been working with me this season, especially with changing up some food choices and needing what my body needs, and then training and working legs with me 3 times a week, and just doing everything. And so,
well, now, and you mentioned a birthday, so not this. Well, coming toward the end of the year next year.
Yes,
you're going to be a double threat, just like Misty. So you're going to roll that Open Pro package into the Masters as well.
Ooh.
Yeah. So that's what. Yeah, we were wondering. Judges like, are you going to stay in Open? Are you going to dabble in Masters? I'm like, for sure, we're going to be doing both. So
you have
we'll
to
see how that goes.
Absolutely. Well, and that's and just to do a shameless plug real quick too, that's the one thing that I do like about my show is I do give the Masters the exact same opportunity and payouts as the Open, because I feel that they deserve it just as much as the Open, if not more sometimes. So in 2024,
yes,
maybe we'll see you on both stages. Now, talking about shows, what are your plans for the rest of the season and possibly going up into next year?
So going into the St. Louis show, I was kind of mindset of this being like my last show and like starting a good off season, because I've been at this hard for 3 years. I haven't had a good off season. But plans, I kind of talked shop with Misty yesterday. So our plans, we got a game plan for either way. I think we have one more show left in me. So,
okay.
Yes. I'm not going to quite say which one it is quite yet, because I'm got a little, trip plan with the hubby for our anniversary. And then we're going to see for that afterwards with that. But definitely next year, I'm going to I got yours show, Darrell, on the calendar.
Oh, I hope so. I would be honored, because we're today. I put out on social media a little bit that I'm actually today going to reveal my new ring design for our pro champions next year, and there is a male and female ring this year. From the feedback that I've got, the pendants were an awesome thing, but the ladies want the rings. Oh, there we go. That's the new design. That is the new design for the Florida Pro Champion rings for both male and female next year.
And we know they sparkle.
We like all
I just wanted to look at it like a Super Bowl ring. Why come to the same show and get the same ring? The Super Bowl rings every year are different, so why shouldn't the championship rings at my show be different?
Yeah.
So that way you have something brand new to shoot for. Miss Nutter with your first
Yeah.
pro win, and let's see what we got coming up for June. But Sammy, did you have anything? I've been kind of monopolizing Jennifer here. Did you have anything that you wanted to add?
Oh my gosh, no, I'm enjoying listening. I did not get a chance to chat with her at the Florida Pro, so this is perfect.
Yeah,
But I will say, at check-ins, or no, at the press conference, when you came up on stage, you had your hair pulled up in like this really cool do, and your shoulders, your delts. I'm like, there is no way this girl is in bikini, and I could tell how hard you were, because you said that's just one of the feedback that you get from the judges. I'm like, there's no way she's a bikini competitor, but you know what? You're fabulous in that division. You have those nice long legs. You're very elegant on stage, but it's so hard to tell when girls have their clothes on. You know, like we're just seeing like little glimpses, but you pull it together so beautifully. But I was intimidated with the hair and just, I was like, oh my goodness, this is bikini. But it was so much fun. I enjoyed being there at the Florida Pro. I just wish I could have spent more time getting to know all of the athletes. But I will definitely get a chance to chat with you if you're there next year.
Yes, that's the game plan next year, and I feel like we're going to bring a good team with us next year, Darrell. So,
awesome. Well, I've got it. Me and Sammy and Holly, we have a lot of upgrades and surprises in store for next year. So bigger and better. And as always, anybody that does my show, I consider you my pros. So I always want to take care of my athletes, because you're not just an entry fee until the next time you give me an entry fee. I want to keep the community going, the contact going, the support, regardless of where you compete and who you compete with. But June's going to be a little bit different, little exciting. I'd be honored to have you there again for sure.
I was going to hold out a little bit longer for season-wise next year, but I was like, I can't miss Darrell's show. We just had an awesome experience, and even my husband says he's done MPC and he's been with, around my federation with all my shows supporting me. He said that by far that was the top-notch show that he's experienced. So
that's high praise. That really means a lot that really means a lot to us. Thank you for that. Now, I know we're getting close to the end here, but I do have one quick question. I know you're from Missouri.
Yes.
Football is pretty big in Missouri from what I understand and remember. Do you have a favorite pro football team by any chance?
Oh my goodness. I wish my daughter was here, because my daughter and husband are so much football fans, and my daughter knows all the players. I'm like, how do you know this? But yes, I love the Chiefs. That's kind of our home like team. I love watching them, but no, I'm not like crazy, like know all the players.
Thursday night football is tonight, so I'm just going to say,
Yes.
bolt up, bitch.
Wait, who are
It's
they
coming
playing?
for you.
Okay.
Disgruntled and displaced San Diego Chargers fan for sure. So we'll see how this goes tonight.
We're definitely watching. I'll be watching with my husband and daughter for sure.
Could be worse. You could be a Jags fan. That's tough.
Chargers have been pretty tough over the years as well. So I at least I don't jump ship. at least I stay true. Oh goodness! I just had to throw that in there real quick.
That's funny.
Chargers fan. Well, Jennifer, I mean, it was amazing talking to you and letting everybody else get to know you a little bit about you and your family, what your plans are, where you've competed, what you've done. Is there anything else that you would like to throw out there into the ether that you'd like to add before we finish up today?
Just little advice, anyone. Like, I love inspiring, and when anyone reaches out, I just feel, don't stop chasing down your dreams, and don't ever stop believing in yourself. Anything is possible with just truly being yourself and believing in yourself and working hard, dedication. You have to show up consistently. Yes. You got to just love it. And like, this sport has been so life changing with the people that came into my life and had, like I've said, Misty, definitely a bright light in my life. She came into my life in a dark moment, and my life changed for the better. And that is just amazing to have. And the people you meet at shows, Darrell, Sammy, like all of you guys, like just new people. And it's like about that. Like the win is icing on the cake, right? But it's the people, being like surrounded by like-minded people that understand what you're doing and why you're doing this, and just have the same passion in your heart. So I just say that's the greatest thing that comes out of it for me personally, and why I do love inspiring so many women to, you know, be their best, and just don't ever stop believing in yourself, and don't ever stop chasing down dreams.
Oh, after
that
that speech, yep. I'm so glad I did cardio this morning.
Yes. Love it. Oh, that's funny.
Well, Jennifer, it was an absolute pleasure. You know that me and Holly are going to be following you. You know that Sammy's going to be following you. Maybe one more time this year. We're not sure. We don't know. We will find out. We'll see how the clouds and the stars align.
Yes.
But it was an absolute pleasure talking to you and getting to know you a little bit better. Obviously, as a promoter, it's hard for me at the show. That's why I love my after party, because I can try to get to know the athletes and talk to them a little bit better at the after party. But this was fantastic, and fantastic guest, a lot of great insight into you, and it was an absolute pleasure to have you on.
Thank you so much for having me, both of you guys. It was so much fun, and thank you just for the opportunity to share my life with everyone. So thank you.
Keep it up, girl. Awesome. And Darrell, to say your after party, I didn't get a chance to talk to that group of girls because I couldn't get them off the dance floor.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I was like, okay, what else? Nope, no, we're not going to talk to anybody. We're just going to dance.
Yeah, we've got a bunch of good surprises for that one coming up for next year too. So yay.
Oh, awesome. Well, it was wonderful. I will see you guys, and I'm going to be keeping my eye out. I want to see what stage you're popping up on. I have a few ideas, but
I might have a small inkling. We will see if I am correct.
Yeah, it's a big one. So
yeah, we'll see.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Bye-bye. Have a good one.
Bye-bye, guys. What time is it? Oh, perfect.